Okay, this is the Q&A panel for the very, very, very well done student film called Pretend I Existed. I am here with the director. I would like you to please introduce yourself to your audience.
My name is Guo Hui Chen. I'm a Vietnamese filmmaker currently based in Sydney. Uh, in this, my first film that I've released, I guess. It's, I guess, yeah, it's technically not the first because I released two shots at the same time. So one of the two first shots that I've release. So yeah, it's very exciting to see it being screened in Australia and also in this festival. I guess yeah.
Okay, thank you for that. I want to start off actually talking about Sydney. I've never been there. I see that some of the Hollywood films and productions and actors that have been from there. But tell us a bit about what Australia is like as far as arts and culture for somebody your age.
Hmm.
Are there a lot of opportunities for someone like you?
So the film industry in Australia is basically is a very um close group. I guess like everybody in the circle sort of know each other. Like
Okay.
yeah, I especially if it's like in in production or professional production, like in sets, and like if you work in features, like yeah, everyone sort of knows each other. But
Okay.
with uh and there's also grants, like government grants for films here.
Oh,
We have like Screen Australia, which is like government subsidiary government is I guess how you say, yeah, so it's a subsidiary that they grant like grants for not just the features, they also do shorts and like with, but you have to apply for them. Like you have to be a resident and you have to have like a good portfolio for to get like grants and stuff. But other side from that, there's also with indie, there's also festival here. Sometimes they also have grants, like small grants that you can request and such. And sometimes they commission films also. Sometimes festival they commission films like to do a pitch. So you know they if they approve, you can get like money for it. But other
okay.
side from that, it's a very small community, but it's growing a lot. Yeah, Hollywood productions, some Hollywood productions,
Yep.
they filming here like the Four Guys and such. So yeah,
Okay.
it's a growing industry. Yeah.
That's lovely to hear, actually. I enjoy hearing that student and opportunities for students and up and comers are running and doing well. This is good. You are majoring in media arts and production. So ultimately, is the goal to become a full-time filmmaker? Have you decided yet specifically what you're going to be career-wise?
Okay, so right. I guess, I guess I always wanted to be a filmmaker. Like, at first, I didn't really want to study media arts. I was planning to study marketing or like economics or whatever. But like, I guess my friend just told me how how messed up like the job market was and everything, and it's like screw it, I'm just gonna chase my dream or whatever because I'm gonna get like screwed anyway. So I guess that's what I thought. So I mean I think I already uh studying it, and I've released you know uh first two short films. I guess I'm just gonna keep trying in this industry. I guess like I've been on sets before, and I do like working on sets, but like I haven't been on that many, like two or three sets, like not that much, but still I think I had like a pretty good experience with them. I never met anyone that was, you know, too rude or anything. I mean,
Nice.
I heard like horror stories before from like
Yep.
other people I've met, but yeah, no, nothing too bad. So I think I'm still gonna try.
Okay. Um, the film that we are going to talk about in a bit, you not only wrote it and directed it, but you also starred in it. And I have a question about that. You put yourself into a film that is really personal and difficult. And so was it a hard choice to become part of the cast?
Uh, I guess yeah, but like it's like a okay. To explain this, like this was like a uni assignment. We were supposed to do an archival documentary film, I guess. So yeah, but like I didn't really want to have archival footage only because I thought it would be boring and like um to be honest, I was quite lazy collecting archival footage. Like I don't like to ask other family members archival footage, if that makes sense. Like I'm very
Yeah.
awkward about that. And it's like something very, to be honest, my family, we don't really take a lot of photos and like take a lot of videos. Like, so yeah. So I'm just, I think the decision was just like, I guess it was also a limitation, I guess. And also I couldn't get interviews because my assignment didn't allow me to do that. Like I couldn't get interviews, the only one. So I guess that's why I wanted to choose like I went to the route of this like autobiographical memoir route just because yeah I guess that's that's the best I could do with the time I was given I guess so yeah.
Okay. This is a good segue into talking about the film. If there are one or two things that we didn't learn by watching the film, what are one or two things you could tell us about your mother that you think we should know?
Okay, so I guess there's a lot of things to talk about. Like it was a very long story, so I guess just the main things, I guess. Right. So first thing first is that I guess um like with the treatment, like actually there was a time when we thought like she got like a lot better, I guess. Like there was a time when she got like very, very well and like we thought, she could come back to work and like everything. But like it was very hopeful, but then she suddenly fell into a coma and like, yeah, like that was kind of it, I guess. And yeah, like yeah, so it was like there was like a time where like everything like we were like hoping for I guess things got better, I guess, but yeah, it's kind of depressing, I guess. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's all I'm gonna say is getting a bit too depressing.
I get
So,
you.
yeah.
Is your film circulates around watching your mother, but it also talks about how the effect of what happened to her has on you and the feelings that you have through her cancer journey. Did it teach you anything about yourself?
Um, I guess I can't. I don't think so. I guess like watching movies like about like you know cancer journeys and everything. They teach you something, but I mean, for me, I don't think I learn anything. Like I don't know.
Well, it's
Like
okay.
peer yeah, like I don't know. It's like I just didn't. I kind of just it's just very painful. That's all. Like I don't really
I
think
get
that
it.
there's
I get
anything
it.
that can be. and like it just long. It was very long. Like yeah, like she was in hospital for like a year and a half. So yeah, it was very long. So yeah. I guess the only thing is that maybe it teaches me to, it's cliche, but I think I did like appreciate like the time I spent with her more, but yeah. And like I appreciate my dad more, and so I guess if I can recall, like like I guess that's like a nugget I can get from it.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Um, I want to ask you about the fact that you spent absolutely no money making this movie. That always fascinates me because the budget's listed as zero. So I am just curious how a young student filmmaker made this beautiful project with zero money.
Okay, so it answers quite simple. It's borrow equipment from my uni. It's like an assignment, so I can just like borrow equipment and just bring it
Ah,
to my house. And like my house right next to uni, so I just basically just bring it by hand, like just carry it from the uni to my house. So I don't even have like to call like Uber or something. So it's like, so yeah, it's technically didn't cost anything, and like I already have like editing software, whatever, like in my laptop. So and my school also have like computers that have or Adobe Premiere. So like
mhm.
yes, I mean, I know it's not a very interesting answer, but yeah, that's just it. I just
That's okay.
borrowed equipment from my school.
Okay.
So I guess that's one of the good things about film school. I guess you can just borrow equipment whenever, not whenever you want, but when
Yeah,
you're studying and not
makes
in
sense.
break.
So, film school and going there and you doing this film, it's a little bit under 6 minutes. And so, because it's your mom, because it's such an important subject, how did you decide on how long it should be? Because I mean, I could easily see that going for a really long time.
Okay, this is like a very boring answer because the assignment they said it's actually supposed to be 5 minutes. They said we can't go past 5 minutes, but you
Okay.
know, like but usually they're lenient if you go past 1 minute. Like if it's good, like if you go past 1 minute, they say yeah, it's fine, I guess. So yeah, that's how it got to 6 minutes. Um, yeah, so and yeah, no one had a problem with that. My teacher didn't even notice it. Like she had to look at the runtime. So yeah.
Okay. In the film we watch, and one of the things that I like most about your project is in the moments where you speak directly to your mother. And you say some of the things that you are feeling, etc. Do you think it is possible that she might be able to see this? And what do you think she might have thought of her son's project about her?
Okay, yes. Right. So in my personal opinion, like I'm not really, I guess I don't really, I'm not a very superstitious person, but I do
Okay.
believe, sometimes I do believe in spirit, if that makes sense. Like
Hmm.
sometimes I think about it, think, maybe, spirits can exist, but so and like someone can be, this like maybe like I always imagine like, spirits just to be, they are floating above like the ceiling for whatever reason. Like that's just how I imagine it. So if I think my mother saw this, actually I don't um I don't know. Like to be honest, my mother she doesn't really want me to be like sad. Like I think I remember when I was a kid every time like when I look really when I frown, like my mother would like she would look very worried, like so I think yeah, she would just be very worried if she saw me like a state like that, I guess, like being very too being like very, very vulnerable, I guess. So yeah.
I get it. One of my judges had actually said that Pretend I Existed is a love letter of adoration in adult art form. Um, but I'm not I didn't, I judged, but I did not say that. But if I asked you, do you see this as, I mean, is that a proper interpretation of what your film is?
I mean, I always see my this film as just like a memorial, I guess if that makes sense. Like it's something I just do to like I guess preserve my memory of her, I guess. And it's also something I did just because I guess I just had to get it out of my system. Like I for me like yeah, it's like something that's been troubling me for a long time. So it's just it just had to dump it. Oh wow. So I don't know if it can be called like a love letter to I don't even remember the whole sentence,
The
but
whole
yeah,
saying?
whole saying.
Yeah, it's
But
a love letter of adoration in adult art form. As in, and
yeah,
I think that's a compliment actually for a young man to do a project where it's seen in such that way. I'm sure it's very complimentary, obviously, or you wouldn't have gotten the nomination, I am sure. Um,
yeah.
if if someone who's a student filmmaker or even an adult filmmaker and they are thinking about doing a project that's this personal, would you have any advice you could offer them?
Um, I guess all right. My advice is that I guess hire an actor, I guess, because it's very I guess it's very difficult to do this on your own. I guess this is just like with an autobiographical movie
Hmm.
or like not I think it was just like it would be better if you have someone else to sort of be your avatar, like represent you, I guess, because it's easier to, I guess, control how you represent yourself. Um, I mean, I guess like with like if you have like you do like a sort of memoir approach like this, I guess it's more personal, I guess. Like you get like everything get like raw, but I don't know. Like to be honest, with this one, I can't really watch it again because I'm just too embarrassed looking at myself. Like I'm just,
Oh.
I just like I don't really.
Hmm.
And like it gets too overwhelming, I guess. Like it gets very overwhelming.
Sure.
Like it's sort of almost like triggering, I guess. But I don't
Yeah,
know.
I
At least
understand
that's
how.
just for me.
So, in the future, as you have mentioned to me, Pretend I Existed doesn't have a home yet, so we don't know about the festivals and which ones are going to show it yet, so people can't publicly see it. Is there anything else that you're working on right now, or another project coming up, or what's
Uh,
next for you?
yeah, there's another project come. I have not like as I mentioned, I have another project also doing like its own festival runs, and that one is going to be screamers in Australia. Like I don't think it's going to USA, I guess. That one is yeah, this mostly in that one is gonna be screen but that one's like I definitely know they're gonna be screen like in a few more fest in like in a festival in January and
Okay.
more if I'm lucky. So that yeah, but that one is very different. That one, have like actors and everything. But
Mm.
the actors are just my friends. So I just invite my friends over to do like a film. So yeah.
That's how that
But I
works.
also, yeah, and also have one that I'm currently in production. Like it's just like small film, I guess about. I guess it's about how like AI affects the family. Like how do you say, like you like with you know what digital necromancy is?
I don't think so. I don't think I've heard of that
Um,
before.
it's a concept where, a person uses AI or like LLM, like large language model, to
Ah.
basically replicate a diseased loved one. Like it's gonna be about like there's this
Hmm.
a father who does that with his wife, and it's just um his son reaction to that, I guess.
Okay.
It's
Interesting.
yeah.
So if someone watches this today and they say, "Hey, I want to know that young man," is there a way where people can find you on social media or otherwise?
I have Instagram and Facebook, I guess.
Okay.
um
Using your name, or is your handle different?
yeah, it's just my name. Like
Oh,
my
okay.
Insta, my Facebook is exactly just my name, but my Insta uh is my name plus 1 2 3 4 3 4. Yeah, 1 2 3 4.
Thank
Like
you.
it's Kwok Hui Trần 1 2 3 4. I can write it down, I guess.
Yeah. Or I can put it
Yeah,
online, obviously, because when this interview goes up, people will be able to see it. This
yeah.
is what I would like to say to you, young man. I get a ton of different films that are sent to me. I pride myself on having what people tell me is excellent programming every year, and I have made it my job to basically try to find as many student filmmakers as I can, because they are the future actors, writers, directors. You all are the future when we can't do this anymore. And I have to say that your project is beautifully done and in structured and done in such a way where it is moving and touching, and it makes a person, especially those of us who can relate, cry, which is not always a bad thing. You made us feel, which is wonderful. And I think you have a wonderful journey ahead of you in film. And I think you should be very proud of yourself. And without knowing your mother, I have to believe that she's probably very proud of what you've done here. So congratulations on the nomination as well.
Thank you.
Absolutely. You are quite welcome.